Buongiorno everyone, welcome to a sunny St James's Park. It's about bloody time, isn't it? Finally, some good weather in the tune. British summertime started yesterday apparently, clock's going forward and that. Finally, some good weather. It's meant to be raining for the rest of the week, but you know, at least today it's sunny. With the weather being so nice, I thought I'd come down to the stadium to the southeast corner after some big news came out today from the club. They have officially announced that safe standing will begin at St James's Park next season. For the 2023-2024 season, there will be 1,800 safe stand allocation for Newcastle United fans in this very corner behind me. Big news. Now, I've done videos on the channel before about safe standing, so check them out. But in this one, we're just going to run through officially what the club have said, and I want your thoughts on it as well in the comments. Are you in favour of the safe stand? Now, the club have talked to fans and supporters groups about this. The majority wanted it. The majority have got it. Now, you may be in this corner and one of the fans that have received an email. The club have been sending out emails today to those fans with season tickets in this area if they'd like to stay or move. So they will move you if you want to be moved. They'll try and accommodate you that way, but I think a lot of fans who are already in this corner will want to be stand anyway. Some of them already do. Listen, it's right next to Strawberry Corner, pretty much, just a little bit along, where obviously the majority of fans there, hundreds of them on a match day, stand and sing their hearts out all game long. So there's a portion of the crowd here. Look at it, it's been coming. It's been long coming, this one, because a lot of the Premier League have already got this. Look at Chelsea, Man United, Wembley for the final. They already have safe standing, so it's coming back. It is back, and Newcastle have finally got amongst it. And there will also be a section of the away support right up in level 7 that will have safe standing as well. I'm not going up there for a video. Fuck that, not today. So we're going out here at St James's Park. You can see it in the background there. I'll play some images over the top of it, and we'll talk about exactly what the club have said with my squinty eyes as I look to read this out for you. Like, that sun's beaming. I'm just happy to be here. Happy to have that sunshine in my face. I'm sick of the cold, rainy weather. Anyways, not a weather report. Newcastle have announced that licensed standing, commonly known as safe standing, will be introduced at St James's Park with an initial trial period at the start of the 23-24 season. 1,800 home supporters will be installed in the southeast corner of the stadium and will include the lower section of Block B and the upper sections of Block C, D, E and F. A similar provision will be installed for visiting supporters on level 7 of the Leazers end. The trial follows a supporter consultation process during which more than 4,000 fans responded to an online survey, with 70 fans attending a subsequent working group session at St James's Park to provide detailed feedback. So again, good stuff from the ownership, consulting fans. Under the previous regime, you probably would have turned up to your seat on a Saturday and it wouldn't have been there anymore. It would have just been a little rail for you. Mike Ashley style. He wouldn't have told you that it was getting changed to safe standing. You would have just rocked up on a match day, whether you're 80 years plus, whether you're disabled, or whether you just can't be asked to stand up. The rail would have been there, your grey seat would have been gone, and you would have been standing all match long. But no, the owners of this football club now have thankfully consulted with fans, took it into consideration, and the majority have said it'll be a success, and the majority want safe standing here at St James's Park. 75% of them, in fact, 75% were in favour of licensed standing being introduced at St James's Park, with the southeast corner and the Gallagher end the preferred location by more than 70% of supporters. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's the end where you'd probably argue that the atmosphere was the best, the most singing, the most, like I say, the Strawberry Corner. That's where it's at. I mean, on the other hand, do you put it at the other end and try and raise atmosphere in the Leazers a bit more? I mean, for me now, since the takeover, the atmosphere is obviously so much better. It's brilliant on a match day. You know, we get behind the lads when we're winning. Obviously, it's even better. You've seen games where we go 1-0 down to 10 men, that sort of thing. The crowd still gets behind them, like Liverpool when Pope got sent off. So the atmosphere isn't really an issue at the minute, but anything like safe standing that can potentially boost it or increase atmosphere, all for it, all the better. What happens next? The club has now contacted all affected supporters via email, like I told you before, giving them a chance to remain or opt out of their seat. And the club go on to say, you know, committed to equality, diversity, inclusion, ensuring access for all, which is obviously very important. Season tickets have been contacted. Fans wishing to move to the area, so if there is season ticket holders that move and there is spaces up for grabs in the standing section, you can move into that licensed area, which the club will communicate this in due course once they get a feel for it, once they get the numbers and know just how many people want to stay in that section, the standing section. In the meantime, we kindly ask supporters not to contact their box office, so don't go ringing up, don't go walking along there saying I want to stand or I don't want to stand. It'll all get sorted, right? But there it is, official news about that. For me, I'm happy about that. I think it's good. I think we need to get amongst it. I've seen it work at other Premier League grounds when I've been there in away days. You Stamford Bridge comes to mind. There was a lot of them, but they're all crap fans anyways. But you know what I mean? It looks better, it works. I think it does increase atmosphere, can do, with the right supporter base. And with us, I think it'll be even better. Look, the flags will still be there, the fans will be up, the place will be bouncing. Safe standing, get it involved. Look at it, back in the day, everyone was standing, wasn't it? Before some terrible accidents, it was always standing. But the problem was, back in the day, it was crammed, wasn't it? There was too many people in one. In this, the capacity does stay the same. It isn't going to increase the capacity of St James's Park. It will still remain the same, because basically they don't take away the seat and fit two in because you can stand together. Like, you don't need the leg room or whatever. They're keeping it the same. They're keeping the standing there, one person per little block. So the capacity here doesn't increase. That doesn't change anything. But it hopefully will increase the atmosphere. And like I say, people like to stand. You look at away games, you always stand, don't you? So the fans want to stand. A lot of them want to stand. Obviously, there's always going to be people that don't want to stand, so there's plenty of other seats in the stadium for that. But I'm in favour of a little standing section. Get the voices going. I think it'll look great on corners and stuff when the players are there, and hype them up. It's a good place for a way of putting it. And I think it'll work well. I think it'll work well for Newcastle. I think it'll work well on match days. Right then, so that's enough for that. Let me know your comments below. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to head down that way and go to the box office, because our kind member of the channel, Jimmy Barr, all the way from Australia, has donated some generous funds alongside myself with a contribution towards a ticket giveaway for the Newcastle United women's game here at St James's Park. Bradford City women in April. Could be a title decider, could be the promotion push for the lasses. So we're going to give away a lot of tickets for that one. We're going to buy quite a few, to be fair, so I'm not sure how this is going to work, because I think it said on the website only 12 per customer, but hopefully I can just go in there, spend a decent amount, get plenty of tickets, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them to the food bank, maybe Newcastle United Foundation, so we can get more families here involved at St James's Park, because obviously the tickets are cheap. They're only £3 an adult, a couple of quid for a kid. I'm just going to buy loads of adult ones, dish them out to families across the northeast, give them a chance to have a nice day out at St James's Park, give them a chance to watch the women's game, you know, raise awareness to the women's game, put more eyes on it, grow in sport. You know what we do at the channel here, we'll go to the women's games. The club kindly let we're in the press box now for that. We'll go to the ones at Kingston Park, we'll go to the ones here. So we're going to keep doing that, and we're going to get you more involved. We want to raise awareness for the women's game, bring the support in. Now obviously the support here for the last women's game was amazing. You know what, nearly 30,000. We're hoping to break that 30,000 barrier this time out. And by doing that, I'm buying a nice chunk of tickets to give away to families to come along on the day. So get more youth involved, get the young lads and lasses watching the team, watching the women, getting involved, making sure that they can get involved. You look at my Amanda Stavey interview on the channel, if you haven't seen it already, check it out. She was saying, you know, as a kid, there wasn't much chance for her to get involved in women's sports or watch them. Now there is. And this is again providing a chance for more of the young lads and lasses around Newcastle to get involved in supporting their local teams. So I'm looking forward to that. Again, thanks to Jimmy for the donation and myself. We're going to get the money, get the tickets, give them away to local charities. So there it is. Match day tickets for the women's game on the 16th of April next month. We've got them in the bag. Going to do the giveaways. I'll let you know how it gets on. Let us know if you want one. We'll sort something out. And yeah, that's them sorted. Let's enjoy this sunny day in Newcastle. To bring more bums on seats here to support the lasses next month against Bradford, and what will be a huge game, and hopefully a game where we can get promoted and go up the divisions, because that's where we want to be. Drop your comments below what you think of the safe standing news. Let me know if you'll be at the women's game as well. I'll tell you what, I might have a couple of tickets spare, and I might give away to you lot as well, so keep an eye on that on the channel and our social media. I might chuck a couple in there for you lot as well. Alright, cheers for watching everyone. Smash the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel TV, and enjoy yourself.